Okay, so the purpose of this video is to help you, and mostly you, I'm assuming there are more people, but you know, I'm trying to help people figure out if they want to come here or not in a somewhat new way, or at least figure out their dorm area, because there are not that many videos on how the dorms work, and if there are, they're a little bit too aesthetic to the point where I get bored and want to leave, so I'm just going to help you just figure out. Then again, I am a sophomore, so this is my own dorm. This is specifically a dorm in Sobrato Hall, so please don't kill me if you end up watching this while I'm still living here. I just wanted to show you what the dorm is like, at least in terms of space, so you can have a rough idea of what you can or cannot bring. First off, I have a computer. This is a mini ITX, if you're wondering the space of it. It's not, the desk is pretty small, and that's at least for me, obviously because I put my desktop here. But for the average person, I think this is fine. This is my work desk. And if I really want to work here, I'd probably just move the keyboard. But to be honest, I don't plan on working here because there's a living room outside, as well as, you know, I'd rather go somewhere on campus to study instead of in my room. And so other space, to give you this drawer. This comes to the place. They give you a bunch of recycling bins. My specific dorm has 2 doors because for some reason my one gets 2 doors. That gives me actually a lot less space than I should, because if I theoretically, right, if I didn't have 2 doors here, I could just stuff all the shit that I want on that side and not worry about this door. Problem is I have to keep space open for both doors because I actually do use both doors. So yeah, they give you this wardrobe. It fits quite a lot, to be honest. This is like at least like 4 weeks worth of clothes or something. I don't really know. It's a lot for me, at least as a guy, because of how tall the roof is. You can just stack things on top of the wardrobe, and that's where I've been stuffing all my boxes. All my supplies here, my Tide Pods, toilet paper, kit, paper towels, Febreze, like literally just everything that you don't use all the time but you still need to store somewhere. This is where I store it. In a dorm, you typically have a twin size bed, so you just get that. Right now I just wash my laundry. I just did my laundry, that's why I have nothing on my bed. But I'll be 100% honest, I don't remember if this pillow came with it, but I'm assuming that it didn't. So either way, bring your own pillow, because that's my own pillow. And then this has no mattress topper because I didn't buy one, but you should buy one if you can. I just couldn't find one in time, and I'm a little bit too lazy to get one now. Underneath the bed is where you have a lot of space. That's where you normally stuff your bags, whatever. I'm an international student, so I kind of stuff all my bags underneath. And there's a lot of space here, actually. I put a box here as well. But because of how I stuff my entire goddamn drawer of wardrobe full of clothes, literally I don't have that much. It's like the most important thing to me right now I have is my camera, and that fits in that. And most of the time it's actually just sitting here. I have a guitar. There's no space for my mini guitar. It's a mini guitar, so it's not a huge ass guitar. I'm trying to throw away this box soon. They also give you a cabinet within your desk that has like a padlock thing situation, so if you want to lock something important to you, you put it there. So for the most part, this dorm is pretty spacious to me. This is a single because I live in a suite, so lucky for me, I got my own room. Not everyone gets this. Luckily, I did, because I have a kitchen as well, which is the main thing I'm really excited to show, which is this. This is the kitchen that we get to share with 3 other roommates. We have a bathroom. Just to show you what the bathroom is like. The situation is, I mean, these are my own towels. It came with sheets though. It did come with that, but it didn't come with a basket. The rest is literally, it's just empty here. No toilet paper, bring your own toilet paper. No toilet brush, bring your own toilet brush. And then there's a medicine cabinet, so you can just keep it. That's where I keep my toiletries. I'll show you the things that do come with the kitchen. The fridge. And that's it. The fridge and the stove, that's it. Everything else is me and my roommates. That fridge is not ours. That's for that roommate. We originally didn't have a microwave, but then we asked for one and they gave us one because I think we were supposed to have a microwave. So we have a microwave now. So that's pretty convenient. It's kind of weird that we have a microwave instead of a TV here, because across from it is the fucking couch. So I guess we can just all watch like our Hot Pockets being made or something. This is the view from outside. It's pretty nice. I like California's weather. I have a little plant I got from like a social event. The kitchen is pretty bare bones, so I brought a lot of things like a blender, rice cooker, get a small one, and then bring pans. They give you no pans. They literally leave you nothing, so basically you have to bring your own things. And there are a couple suggestions. I'd also obviously recommend you buy a Brita. This one's like a common yes, you kind of have to buy one. The weird thing with the Californian tap water is that it's like cloudy sometimes. I'm not sure, maybe it's just our school, but it's cloudy. It doesn't look particularly appetizing, so I probably would always, personally what I do, boil water with a kettle, funnel it into the Brita, and then I'd start pouring it. Well, this is not per Brita, I guess it's a per, but same shit. But that's about it in terms of the kitchen. And I don't think as a freshman you can get a kitchen. This is known as technically a sophomore transfer, so I get a kitchen, which is pretty nice. The best part about the dorm side, at least for me, because I'm in Sobrato, is that Safeway is literally a 5-minute walk. I just have to cross the street. And then any ingredient I'm missing, I just walk across the street and get it. It's pretty convenient. So that's the dorms, and that's Safeway. Like it's literally just across the road. As a college student, you don't really have that much time to make a ton of things, so you need to have set time to marinate a lot of things, at least for me. So I want something good to eat, and I'm a pretty simple eater. Like it's mostly just meat, veggies, and rice. I'll be honest, a super culinary goddamn chef, but I like to eat good food. Most of the food on campus, from what I've heard, is mixed. But for the most part, I just don't like eating campus food. Number one, it's expensive. And when you're on a sophomore plan, you have the choice to not eat and put all your money into a dining plan. But as a first year, I'm pretty sure you have to. That's like a thing in a lot of colleges. So in order to combat that, I buy a lot of things and I just fucking freeze it. Right now my fridge is just, I went to Save the day. I bought, this is 4 for $20. So I have like $20 worth of meat just sitting there. Like it's great. And that's enough. I also bought more. For people who don't cook and want to save time, I recommend you cut a fuck ton of garlic and spring onions and shallots, for example, just like, and put it in containers like this, so you don't have to constantly cut, and it saves a lot of time and the pain of cooking if you just do it all in one session, and then every time you want to cook again, you don't have to cut garlic again, you just have to make the food, because cutting garlic is tedious. It's cool and satisfying to eat garlic, but it's not that fun to make it when you have to keep cutting it. And it's cool to cut, it's just you don't want to waste your time all the time. There's not much space to work with the kitchen. It's kind of weird that the stove is like there when it could have been like, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's not much space to put it, but the truth is that like you should be able to walk in and like use this rest of the space, but I guess you can't because of the space you have. It's an electric stove, so don't worry, you won't burn down the whole place normally. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to make pork bulgogi. This is something I always do with any meat really. It's just bulgogi marinade is just fucking easy, and also it tastes great. It's not unhealthy, except for the fact there's a little bit of sugar in it, but you can honestly opt out of sugar if you really don't want to. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do that. But before we do that, we gotta go get laundry, and I'm just gonna move the camera to my phone now. Just to let you know one thing about campus, they use their phone. They made it so that we use our phone's Apple like wallet thing in order to like tap doors, and that's how we open doors here. It's really cool in theory, and it kind of is, and pretty safe to the most part, and convenient. The problem is, if you forget your phone in your room and lock yourself out, you're kind of fucked. And you have to call people, but your phone is in the room. So you have to hope that someone is downstairs all the time. Like there's supposed to be someone there most times. I think on weekends it's like 24 hours. But on weekdays, you're kind of just have to hope that someone else will help you in, and if you have roommates, you should be fine. So yeah, this is like your tap access card here. So you normally just like tap your phone, and then you get a green light. So yeah, I literally just did it on my phone while recording. So just so you know, that's how it works. You just tap your phone. I don't know how it's like if you have an old phone, but you kind of need an excuse to get a new phone. There's an excuse. Okay, so for Sobrato, the laundry hall is at the back left. It's like a pretty small room, so someone took out my laundry. But yeah, there's only 4 machines, so people end up doing this a lot, which is completely fair. It just sucks that there's only 4 fucking machines. So yeah, at least now my laundry's done. But 4 machines, like my old school had way more, and I mean, I guess it's not the biggest building, but there are a lot of people still, and 4 machines on this one side of the building is kind of small. So you gotta choose your times properly when you go to laundry. Like I started this one at like Saturday at like 8 a.m. bro. Saturday on 8 a.m. is probably really easy, just because, it's Saturday on 8 a.m. in a college. First off, for bulgogi, now that we're back in the kitchen, I want to talk about bulgogi. So I wouldn't use pork because that's what we traditionally used for bulgogi, I believe. I'm not really sure. It's a Korean dish. I'm not even Korean. I just like saying that I love bulgogi so much. The most important ingredient other than that is gochujang. because this is like the red paste that makes bulgogi red. The last thing we need are these things. We need sesame oil, soy sauce, and sugar. The way I learned it from Jet Lee's video, and I'm not really 100% sure because it's been a while since I saw the video, is basically tablespoon fucking everything. Tablespoon of gochujang. Problems with gochujang, it gets like hella sticky on your hands. Tablespoon soy sauce, tablespoon of sesame oil, a tablespoon of sugar. I actually forgot. You can't have any Korean meal without at least a little bit of these. And I probably need to cut more spring onions. Garlic, you need garlic. You definitely want to be adding a good scoop of garlic, some spring onions as well. You just want to add a bit of water. When I mean a bit, I mean a splash, like about this much. That's it, that's way too much actually. Okay, the consistency is not like wet, but it's pretty like super wet, but it's like still wet enough at the point where like, okay, this can kind of cover something. Now that I got my meat, I'm just gonna unroll it and then chuck it in there. Okay, now that we've done the pork bulgogi, this is about what you want. It's like reddish and shit. Like, it is not marinated. And you just kind of let this sit in your fridge for about a couple hours, if not a day or two. And it's just ready to eat whenever you want to fry it. That's literally what I like to do. I like to marinate it in advance, and then when I need to eat, I just fucking fry it because it's easy and it tastes great, and it's so much better than eating microwaved food or eating food that's been in the fridge cooked for a couple of days, because it tastes a lot worse. Now I put it in the fridge. I'm gonna get out of here and go study somewhere on campus because you can't focus in your room, especially when there's like video games there. I haven't really tested vlog footage on the iPhone yet and seen how it looks like in post, but this is campus. I know it's like 100 degrees out. Not really, but it's all like 80 something. I'm wearing a hoodie, but that's just because like it's not hot to me because I'm from Singapore. This is it's not humid, so it's pretty nice to wear anything really. That's the campus. Okay, so this is the library. Not that it's not that loud, but pretty decently sized. Up here, this is like the working area, and downstairs is like where the books are. So that's about it. You're supposed to like not talk there at all. And there's all the books library is pretty big. Surprisingly, and there's a second floor here too. I just saw stairs. So yeah, that's pretty. Here, I need to study for calc because I have not, dude. I've tried calc. Oh my god. I was doing calc 3 and I was like, I literally did calc 2 like 4 months ago. I just forgot all of it. I hope this guys helped you if you're trying to move in here or if you're thinking about coming to this campus. Again, it's my first week here. My thoughts aren't completely concrete about how I feel about the school completely. But for the most part, it's been pretty enjoyable. The people I've met are pretty nice. What I really like is the weather and the fact that the location is that it's still in a quiet area, but if I want to go to the city is like 5 to 10 minutes away, and it's a pretty big city. It's San Jose, so it's not anything like not far from. Like, I could get Uniqlo, you know, like they're big brands you can still get. Like if you really want to go, it's like 10 minutes away by car. So yeah, it's a really, really convenient location in my opinion. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like and follow for more. See ya.